Mug and
The
Gordon.
troubles. No, Josh, there's a website that allows you to do that, I think.
Yeah, it's called AnyList.
It's gonna be so toxic in an hour when we keep having to scroll past sequels because of Josh's preferences.
What if we just talk about the sequels too? What are we sorting by?
Yeah, popularity is probably a good way to do it. Yeah,
Do you have any movies planned?
nobody watched TV shows.
That's not a sequel.
I guess it doesn't consider it a sequel because it doesn't have a 2.
Yeah, I wonder if it just looks for things that say the word season.
Let's just roll with it. Seven Days was pretty good. Had nice animation.
Yeah, we're starting off with the one that I haven't actually watched because it was on Netflix. It's I'm getting married to a girl I hate in my class.
I did not like this one.
I think it's a lot of fun right now. There's the characters are good. I think the dynamics are a lot of fun. Um, the like little sister, I think it's a cousin actually. She's growing on me a lot. She's very funny. She's just very straightforward. The thing she says.
I did not like the
Akane
whole setup generally.
Akane is growing on me a lot. Shut up. Let me talk about the show. Um,
Hey,
no. Yeah, of course. I didn't like Akane at the start. I think I said that when Bando asked me to like order them, but Akane's growing on me a lot. She's just a cute character who is trying to figure out what the fuck love means, and I feel that. So,
arranged marriages are weird.
hmm? I probably would have kept watching Zenshu. I didn't feel right watching it, so I didn't.
Wow, this show looks so good. I'm sure it is a good show because of that.
I mean, I'll just live it through that one mug that posts screenshots of it constantly. Yeah. This one's fun. This one's a lot of fun. The main character is great. She reminds me of Elena because she's just a bitch. And her
She is
name is
very
Arena, so there
again.
is that.
It's more personality than a lot of characters. Certainly in that.
She has a lot of personality. Mostly she just hates everyone, and I think that's a lot of fun. Having a character who just wants to kill anything that stops her from having a peaceful life, including other people, is not very heroic of her, and I think that's fun. I don't want a protagonist who is always heroic and kind and nice. Let the woman be a bitch sometimes. That's like wondering which was good. I didn't keep watching that one just because shoujo art style hurts my eyes.
I
But
love
my
the
only
part
comment,
where there was a shy girl and a guy that is like But I don't really like you like that, I'm sure, but I also kinda like you and I will protect you.
My
Also,
only
I think
comment is that I
also when they said honey
appreciate
lemon soda, it was awesome.
yeah, I appreciate that the character's eyes look like lemon slices. Yeah. You missed Medaka. Yeah,
In what way?
honey lemon soda, Medaka Kuroiwa, and then possibly the Great Alchemist. The order will probably be different, but I mean, there's try 9 ads on the side. Fuck yeah. What the fuck are you? You're sorting by okay members. Hold on, hold on. I have a crush at work. Yeah, I didn't watch this one because it wasn't streaming anywhere.
It was pretty,
It
boring.
is one of the highest rated shows of the season. That's all I know.
Well, the shows are not rated particularly high this season.
I think so. I have this on pause just because I need to put some things on hold to get through the season. I think the character herself, Mona, is very funny. She is very overly confident and fucks up constantly, and it's just endearing to watch. I don't specifically care for the show itself, but that character is great.
I consider the show very much, fantasy about a girl just trying to raise you up constantly, permanently.
Yeah, but I mean, it's the girl's POV. Yeah, it's the girl's POV, and she is
Yeah,
just like,
you
"Hey, I want
know,
everyone to like me. Why don't you like me?" And then she
responsible.
tries super hard and fails. And I think she's endearing. She's fun.
I will only respect it if it's written from a woman.
I
This one was okay. I don't when you compare it to our isekai, this one is like
the girls on the show are great. I know. The Salaryman's pretty good too. He reminds me of
Handyman
the
Saito.
Hainuman Saito, yeah. But
The only other
the
good guy we're gonna mention today.
the like girl cast in the show is really fun. It's I mean okay, so I am on like a house kick right now, to be fair. So obviously the show's gonna mess with that, but I am enjoying it. I like mystery shows. I like the medical dramas. So obviously you merge those together, I'm going to enjoy what it has to offer. There's some fun stuff here too, and Amaku herself is just a great character. She's I like how she works.
I do not
Works
particularly
with
care about
Razor.
Doctor House, the show.
It's even given the Brothers of Razor class, I'm actually the strongest.
This was putrid bad.
This is solid. It has an opening. It's kind of an edgy opening. But
It was pretty gory. That was kind of cool about it.
yeah, it does have 27
Well,
opening.
watching this, we mostly complain about like really bad inconsistencies. Like the monster scale is like oh my god, it's an S rank monster. I've seen another S rank monster just slap it once and like explodes in blood. It's also an S rank monster. So it's like the monster scale means nothing. S rank can mean like a tiny guy or like a big demon that one shots
Well,
stuff.
it's how like powerful it is, right?
And then also,
It's
well, no, Wolfie, it can't be that because why would two S rank monsters be like night and day difference? Then the scale is like off.
because S is the highest it goes.
Well, why is a tiny gremlin an S rank and then also a demon there is an S rank and a tiny gremlin gets like slapped once by the bear and it explodes in blood?
It's
The scale means nothing then. They're just random numbers the author makes up as the show goes on. And then there was also that one scene where they sacrificed them to the wolves, but also the wolves
I
are
think
like feral beasts, and they just stand there for like 15 minutes, having them like do like a dramatic, "Oh, we are going to we're going to like sacrifice the wolves now."
you have to realize there's like narrative focus in there where they're like talking to each other.
Really, I feel like
There,
I have not watched the show.
the first episode wasn't much. He accidentally got drafted into another role, and the goddess is like, "Shit, my bad. I'm gonna send you back a year in time to this world so you can stop the eventual takeover of the actual heroes that get summoned because they're assholes and are trying to destroy the world." Um, so he gets sent back in time, learns alchemy, and then he ends up in this village, all that kind of stuff. The actual plot does not start until like episode 3. So I think Fruitmaster was immediately funny to me because of the title of the show. Um, but I'd kill you. The show itself is pretty fun. I mean, it is like an OP power that is not at all reliant because he has to just eat many of these skill fruits to get the skill he needs in battle, and that's part of the comedy focus in here, where he just gets random abilities that don't matter.
I
And
once
then
again, yeah, they feel like I have
eventually they show up, but it is the characters. Is that why I was wondering why this one was so highly rated?
I guess the concept is like something that like if you told me this in like a vacuum, I would be like, oh yeah, I guess it could like be something interesting. And then I watched it with you guys, and I was like, this is not the worst thing we've watched.
So you guys only watched the first episode of this, which would happen, yes. So the first episode of the show is fucking weird. I don't know why they started the show the way they did, because it is a slice of life, like elf comes to a new world, has to re-experience life in like modern day Japan, learning to accommodate and all that kind of stuff. But the first episode takes place in an entirely different world inside of his dreams, and there's no explanation given as to why this is happening. The power system is not scaled. There is like
Nice.
nothing is presented in a way that makes any sense. Which can definitely throws off the vibe of the first episode, but like the rest of it's all right. I have it paused right now for the same reason as Medaka, but
Oh my god, that says Komi fan. Oh my god. I genuinely thought, Wolfie, what did you send? Why did you send like an empty message pinging me? How did this happen? I mean, look at this. Like look at this. Like look at this. It's like impossible to
No, the
read.
guy I was gonna play with wasn't responding.
oh hello, there's a lot of us here.
The second we stop watching seasons, everybody is joining. I see how it is.
Yeah, because nobody wants to fucking watch seasonals.
That's not what I said.
Yeah, we should change the
Behen
topic.
Echo, okay. Behen Echo,
Oh,
what?
one second. I have a
Behen
topic.
Echo is so fucking funny. You might I think you probably seen me in the
No.
like anime chat every week being like, damn, I sure hope there's a bath scene in this episode. Sam, I sure hope there's no bath scene because we are 8 episodes deep in this thing, and every episode has consistently had a full nudity bath scene.
I don't know whether it's just funny or whether it's just horny. You know.
That's just
it is
they can't
it is
sell the
horny,
anime
but
without
they're
trashy fan service, so they put that in.
we got an elf, we got a dragon girl, we got a
There
cat
is no
girl.
fucking point in watching that show except to see some tits. It's the Google
Yes,
boobs
but it's
argument.
okay. No, it's to see
Google
tits.
boobs,
And,
Google
it's to see
boobs.
tits and bestiality because every actually the only one who isn't down bad
Well,
for the
boy,
cat
do I
is
have
the
news
cat
for you.
girl.
That is also on Google.
Yeah, the dragon girl and the elf girl just want to fuck the cat. But
what if Wolfie just doesn't like 3D women?
what if I just want to enjoy anime girls?
Yeah. No, wait. I have a comment to make. See, everyone joining for talking reminded me of like something someone said before, where like nobody wants to play games or watch anime. Everybody just wants to talk about the concept of playing video games or watching anime.
Hey, I play games and watch anime.
No, that might just be you.
I left my airing party to help my former students reach the dungeon depths.
I
Yes,
think I remember the main guy existing.
I think so. I think the biggest surprise of the show is that it was 24 episodes, and I did not realize that going in. But I guess I'm there for it. This is just there. I feel like I've seen this plot somewhere before, but I can't pinpoint where. Where the guy, I mean, there's kicked out of the party, but he just kind of just got yelled at the party and was like, "I'm out of here." I think this show is kind of funny because it's set in modern day fantasy Japan, where there's like streaming and content creation. And one of the problems that the guy had with the group was that he was like not being treated fairly in his payment plan or something. My dogs are barking.
Are you treating your dogs well in their payment plan?
Yes, they're getting fed well. The girls themselves are good. I like Rain. The dark elf is good too. I don't remember any of their names though. I just remember Rain. There is a cat girl like I added like last episode who is not in the PV or the KV, and I was like, oh, okay, hello. But she hasn't done much yet, so we'll see. That's your problem.
They changed the order around, and that was cringe.
Yeah, apparently they just skipped the first volume or something of this.
Yeah, that
It
was like actually important lore. You don't even
it
know why
reminds
he's on this journey now.
it reminds me of the Ragnar Crimson kind of in terms of style. But I think I like Ragnar Crimson
Also,
more.
they removed the scene where he gets like sexually assaulted by a big woman, and also the scene where he sexually assaults
German
like a
elements.
young girl.
It's pretty fun. I like the cat girl. This man has sex like 4 times in the first 7 episodes of the show, so he is kind of getting it. Um, I don't know if the cat girl is wearing clothes ever. I have not figured that part out yet. I'm a noble on the brink of ruin. Also, nothing super memorable to be fair, but it is like
Oh, I forgot whether
mm,
we watched it or not.
it is strange opening. There's not much going on. He fought Dracula for a while.
It was weird. It was a show we could talk about for a bit and be like,
I am not watching that one. I'm reading the manga, but I like the
good,
manga a lot.
good, 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 Wolfie. You didn't watch it, so you have no can't comment on it. Moving on. Unless someone else wants to comment on
I
recently.
can tell you all about the manga. Uh, Medalist, Medalist is the second best show airing this season overall. Um, it is incredible. The CG looks fantastic. The characters are all amazing. Like there are scenes in the show that actually just like captivate me more than anything I've seen in like a year, like the past year, just because of how it's animated and done, I guess. But I don't know. It's a stunning.
Oh yeah, there was
Yeah, that's just how it is in High Dive. There's area like that.
we were very confused. We were very confused for a moment there.
Yeah, that's how High Dive just posted the episodes. They just
True. That was like one of the most boring things, I think.
Magic Maker is just not very good because the author refuses to go all in on anything at all. So he keeps like backtracking on his own plot points. So it's kind of unfinished thoughts. The first
It was
episode's
pretty
pretty
good.
funny. I did not keep watching, but
I like this one.
The Witch is great. Flower Nasa is third for me, but I love any show about just standard girls doing the things they love. Good vibes.
Awful.
I didn't watch this one because look at the KV. I think I escaped. Anyway, I'm falling in love with you. Reverse Harem, so it wasn't on my list, but Mizuho's 17th birthday is the pits.
I think it was kind of no, it wasn't good, but there was like an element where we could like at least talk about it for a bit because it was like a show about like a girl dating a guy. It was like a guy group. I don't know. Like we talked about this one more than others. It's better than Awful Isekai, I guess. I feel like we were very bored during it.
Asagari Hotel is a
Probably
really
very-
solid mystery anime. It is interesting to see something based off a visual novel mobile game. But I'm enjoying it. Neko herself is a great protagonist.
Very slow first episode.
Mhm.
Oh,
Mhm.
I
Good.
think it's
I didn't watch it. So.
they're kind of boring.
It was mid. It's just mid.
I thought Promise Wizard looked
It had
like
a
a
bunch of
male
hot
idol
guys.
anime, so just like
It had a bunch of hot guys in it. I prefer that over a show where nothing happens and it just has a bunch of minor girls in it.
Yep. It's extremely peak. It's so
I'm
fucking good.
I'm sure the plot is fine. It is unwatchable.
It's not.
Momentary Lily is
I genuinely like it. Almost every other show this season.
I feel like Josh really just wants to hate on shonen.
I give it Ave Mujika's at 8.25. That was Tekken.
Tegan really did like.
It's possible.
It is possible.
It could be. It just didn't say
Possible.
anything. Yeah, yeah, Tegan's playing Marvel Rivals. Yeah, Story Hero, I do have pause. Well, you watched 2 episodes. That's pretty
What
good.
story are you utility?
Um, I have yeah, I have it paused just because the other golf anime are better, but I
Oh, there was
mean,
the golf one.
maybe at some point. It's
Oh, this
really
one.
hard to stack up to Birdie Wing and Tonbo.
This one was like weird pedophilia. Wait, how is the pedophilia show rated better than Momentarily? See, see, I was trying to say analysts had them the other way around. So Mal is more weird than pedophilic.
Didn't
Weird
watch that
pedophile
one.
show.
I also didn't I also didn't watch Hermagia because I assumed it would just be Fairy Tale but a farming sim.
Honestly, I think Formagia gets like weirdly hated for no reason. Like the first episode was perfectly fine, and I think the concept of like, a-
It's
no, what are you talking about? It was a perfectly fine opening episode for something.
it's
Okay, to be
hated
fair,
because
my
it was
standards for
written
opening
by
episodes are very low.
Mashima Hiro.
I guess I didn't like get to. I didn't like totally like check out like 5 minutes in. That is like my standard really for first episodes.
They should really get a different studio to animate these things at least.
No,
The hold on. I,
I just saw we did one
no,
season,
you're good.
one total season.
I was checking ONAs to see if you guys missed anything, but no, we're good. I didn't super care for it. It is paused, but like I don't know.
What's
Everyone
your
was
first
praising
episode?
everyone was praising the first episode, and I was like, that was fine.
What a decent
Um,
first episode.
what?
What a decent first episode.
It was fine. I don't know. I didn't really. It didn't impact me very much. The second episode was really good.
Honestly, the first episode was okay, but honestly, the other episodes are better because having like a decent, yeah, having like a decent first episode that is like actually like just regular decent is like worse than having a like it's just like the whole thing like integer overflow. It gets so bad that it becomes like peak.
Blue Box
I did
was
not
the best
care about
show
Blue Box episode
of
one.
that season for what it's worth. Um, just really, really good romance with really good animation. Netflix hell, but hey, I didn't watch Orb actually, but I've heard it's pretty good. I just
Having seen one episode of Orb, I have nothing to say about Orb. This one was
I
really
didn't
weird.
watch that because the art style threw me off. But I mean, people seem to like it.
For what it looks really
I
ugly.
actually didn't watch much this season, so
The Yakuza show is for one really ugly, and also like it's just like a very weird like handled show. Like
I think
I mean, I guess it's more memorable than like most shows in that regard, but it's still just weird, and I also wouldn't want to. I wouldn't really want to watch it.
I think the next 4 shows I have all paused. So
Hey, how come you didn't talk about Ranma one half? How come you
You
didn't
Are
talk
Miss
about Ranma?
Servant is the best one of these, I think. Apparently, Notorious Talker ended up being pretty good, so I should get back to that one. But
I do not remember any of these shows. Hey, how come we didn't talk about the Ranma one half?
it's a remake.
Yeah, it was pretty good honestly. Like
I
I
mean, I think
guess
Ranma is beloved for
it is
reasons.
a remake for the thing that people like for a good reason probably, and it looked good. So yeah.
Just good sci-fi. Sasha's shit take on SAO2. Um, I didn't. I actually I have this one paused, but
We just stop with the villainous genre.
I have a lot of things paused this season.
There's
I don't
one
know if
thing.
I don't know if you should use the word pedophile so easily, but I okay.
I mean, wait.
No, I did not. So
The show is about the show is about
okay. Is like the black haired guy in the back?
yeah.
Uh-huh.
He quite literally gets giddy over the idea of liking like young girls as well. Wait, what wasn't like the whole thing? Wasn't there like a scene where she's like, "Oh, I'm actually 14." He's like, "Oh, that's too
Oh,
old." Also, I remember the funny thing was this show. We saw the guy. It was like, "Oh, this guy's hot. Josh can be him." And then like 2 seconds later, he's like, "I will marry this child."
yeah. Oh my god, my sister is. I wasn't sure going into it because it like the animation specifically at the start was okay. It somehow it's gotten better, I think, or I'm just gotten used to it. But I the characters are all fun. I like the plot points that they're looking at. I don't know. They're just a good cast. It's
And then little
kind of
sister.
underrated, I think, but no one's won yet. Realistically, it's going to be the red-haired one because she's the like the main focus girl.
You
But
know, I don't get why these shows exist if it's like clear who is going to be the winner from the start.
well, like Quince isn't as obvious.
Yeah, I don't care about this one.
The healer who is banished from his party is in fact the strongest. Um, I did I did actually finish this one. I enjoyed it. It was like a fine show. But I don't know, like the main character was pretty good. Mega Posey, I like Mega Posey. It's a good fishing drama. It's mostly a drama but with fishing elements. But I think
The first episode is
the
very slow for this one.
it is a slow start. It's kind of slow the whole time, really. But
Like,
I
this
think
is about
They're
fishing
the
in
good,
a sense.
strong protagonist, and all the other characters are fun. All guys mixer.
I feel like this show is just solely defined by it gets revealed. A bunch of people are like, "This is kind of weird," and then a bunch of like anime weirdos are like, "Oh, you should not hate on shows if you haven't even watched them." And then it's like, "But you don't apply it consistently either." It's like discourse. It was a discourse show.
Yeah, Bando
You know what is
likes this
great?
manga.
Yeah, I thought. I mean, the first episode was literally just everyone like, "This show sucks." And it's like, I don't know, this is like fine. And then I read the manga. I was like, "Yo, this is awesome."
I have this one paused, but I really like how it looked, and I liked the red-haired
Like,
girl.
they looked decent from the first episode, and then I never watched. This was one of those shows where like I might watch this, and then I was like, I don't watch anime. What are you talking about? And then I dropped it eventually. I
I
can't even
I wa-
remember the
I
show.
read the synopsis of Nina the Starry Bride, and I was like, hey, that's just that one anime from a few seasons ago. So I didn't watch it.
Most anime can be described like that.
I can't remember the name of it. You'll be like the
This show was. I really hated the teacher. He's very annoying as a character. I think the student characters are like a decent, interesting idea. Yeah, that's true. We love the skeleton.
I paused this one. The plot is interesting. I think Magical Girl for Hire is pretty fun.
Nah, gimmicky.
Yeah, it is a gimmick show, correct. Yeah. Apparently this one's pretty popular in Japan, but that's all I got. I did not watch this one because Crunchyroll fucked up the airing of it at the start, and then I just never. I guess it was strong comedy. It was really funny throughout. I appreciated it. Nothing super insane, but just a good time. I wish I could have watched this, but it was not easy to get a hold of. So I I probably I probably would have liked it if I could watch the show. It was
This
the color
show
palette did
had
not do
a
well
very
for me.
nice color palette, and it had a very bad opening episode in the sense that it did not do it well. Instead of establishing stuff properly, it just like did like a first episode class sort of thing, and there was like just they introduced like 15 characters immediately, and they all started like yapping about like stuff. I was like, it would have been way better if they just focused on like the main four characters and have like the world explained by the teacher instead of like meandering around for a while. It's,
They
I did
probably
like the
did. I
color
didn't
palette.
watch
It was
it.
very good color palette. I do not remember Haigakurare.
Veneer is just
I
kind of
I think
funny.
watching this, I was the most positive about this one. Also, it has
I
Ado
liked
as an
it.
ED, and I was like super surprised by that.
Yeah. No, it's a really good ED.
Of course, it's a good ED show by Ado.
Yeah. I didn't watch Mushroom Pup,
I
but
think
I
Mushroom
forgot
Dog
about it
did
to be
not
fair.
suck. It was okay.
It sounds cute. Hey, Hamidash Creative isn't a sequel.
All right. Russian Girl Show, I ranted about this one so much because it was clearly made by someone who went to a school where they speak the primordial language and nothing else, and they just made a weird fetish show about like something that makes no sense to anyone who speaks a different language than the main language in like a
I
billion.
like Hiroshi Dere. I've grown to like it more the more I see people like make edits and stuff about it because I like see the edits. I'm like, damn, this show was good, and I think about it positively. Um, I have it rated an 8 right now, so I enjoyed it. But I think it was just like a strong romance. The characters were all really good. Alia herself, the like cousin character, is really good. Love her. Alia's sister, the maid, the main character especially is a um, very different archetype that we see from these anime usually, and I appreciated that. But I think Wisteria is fantastic.
Historia was pretty good from the first episode.
It definitely had really good animation, but the story itself was also really good. Will is a great main character. All the supporting cast was strong too. Really good fight scenes. Just good like edge of your seats moments. I guess I forget what the word is. But like, yeah, I mean, it did have a really good animation. That's just extra positive.
Carried by animation is a slur you use basically if you like want to like have a show.
Maki Ine would have been my favorite anime this season if it didn't air alongside Oshinoko, but it is a really strong romance anime with
I did not care
good
about this one
characters.
even slightly.
You're not exactly a romance head. I need to get back.
Really annoyed for way too long, and then it came out, and everyone was like, "Okay, maybe you were right. maybe you were right. And this was just like made up as a marketing thing, and it actually shit."
I intend to watch this, however, I didn't at the time because it aired weirdly and with the AI subs and everything. So I'll get back to it. It was the East is no longer allowed in the world.
Oh, that one! That one was honestly kind of really funny as a concept. I think
it is a really good concept. I didn't super enjoy it enough to keep watching, but like
it's definitely not like a thing that you would watch whether it's an isekai and stuff. And but like the concept, the first episode was perfectly fine. I think it had a lot of like funny moments in it where you were like, "Oh yeah, okay, this is like a well-written joke." I think it paid off.
Failure Frame is just a really fine, solid revenge isekai. I enjoy it. It doesn't look great, but there is a just anthropomorphic like leopard lady in it, and I fuck with that. But
Well,
I ran
Google porn.
I mentioned this character in Mudcourt. Everyone was down for her. All right, listen.
It's true. It's true.
Days of My Stepsister was the show I probably talked about the most in Mudcourt, just because I constantly kept getting entranced by its like direction. Just a really solid, slow drama, but it just looks incredible.
They fuck each other.
No, unfortunately.
What?
Pseudo Harem is probably one of those rom-coms that works better as a manga, so I'll probably read the manga. I also wasn't super into it. I probably like it if I just kept watching, but I have it paused right now on episode
It
1,
looked
so
cool.
I'll never know. I feel like everything was fun. It also reminded me of Handyman Saito. It Isekai Suicide Squad was peak because Harley Quinn was incredible in that thing. Also, Mori Calliope ending song, banger. Um, The Strongest Magician was that was one of my like a few anime I dropped just because I did not care for it. Uh, no, Strongest Magician is the one above with next to Suicide Squad. Why does nobody remember me? Was had a really strong start and fell off very fast. I don't know what happened.
We all call
I
it
liked
for a
I
reason.
liked Hoshimin enough. It was budget Hyoka, but I mean,
Yeah, we probably didn't watch it because it's TV
it
show.
was good though. It was solid. It looked really good.
The Isekai Children was a show.
I didn't watch that one. Solid gender. Atri deserves more love. I think it is just a good adaptation of a visual novel that we don't get very often anymore. And Atri herself is incredible. Nobody's way up. Hey, Kanahana got a voice an angel in there, so I'll take it. VTuber Legend was fun. It was ripped throughout, but it was just a lot of fun. I think it nailed the industry really well, and I mean all the characters worked well together a lot. I think VTuber Legend having a different ED every time was also really fun. I love his Individual Twins was like a fine romance. It was whatever. I still have the list of all the books that got mentioned.
The first episode wasn't that good, Josh. I don't think it was like that awful, which is a weird show. I'm the thing is, a show that creeps me out is still better than a show that like makes me like genuinely just like zone out of life.
I see Josh rated this a 5. I gave it an 8. I really enjoyed this show. The characters all work really well together. I think it's just a lot of fun. The character like it never slows down for a minute, and when it does, it's like actually emotionally impactful. So I appreciated it. It looks really good. Like like the visual not in movements, but like the frames themselves, like the art style looked really good. The BL fans get something sometimes. All the assurance, I didn't watch that one. Nice. I didn't watch that one. Why did you guys watch that? It was a TV short. I couldn't find the porn version of the show, so I didn't watch it.
Hey, what the fuck, Wolfie? Gooner?
There was 3 versions of the show, and I couldn't find the one I wanted to watch.
Oh,
Um,
Dungeon no Kanohito. This one
Dungeon
was
Control is
for I feel like this would work better as a manga.
Dungeon People is good. It's made in Abyss-esque where it looks really cute, but it's just really dark in certain aspects. But the two leads are great, and I appreciate the like life within the dungeon. How about Cheer for You? Yeah. Oh, Tosugetsu. It takes a lot to make me not like a death game anime. Um, and when the first episode starts with half the cast dying and then immediately being resurrected for no reason, it's not a great start. But I probably would have finished the show if it stopped after the first 12 episodes because I did drop it on episode 12. Because I was like, oh, I thought more of this. Sakana is apparently a pretty good game. I didn't watch the anime because I wanted to play the game, but I thought Ramen no Kaneko was like a solid comedy at the start. I'll probably just read the manga at some point. But like the rating's pretty surprising, but I guess it is out of 15,000 people who watched it. So did you guys not watch Dead Demons that season? Oh, okay, okay. Yeah. I didn't watch it because again, read the manga, but also I thought it was gonna look shit, so I was like, yeah. Having Demon Slayer higher rated than Konosuba. I'm just mentioning that. Just wanna. Windbreaker is like Tokyo Avengers at the time travel shit, and I appreciate it. It's just guys punching guys. But there's like 8 episodes here where they're in one room in like a tournament arc for two-thirds of the show, and it's peak.
That's cool.
Spice and Wolf is still Spice and Wolf. I still love it. Hollow, my beloved. I do prefer the art style of the original, but I'll never be against it.
This show was kind of. Yeah,
I was reincarnated as the seventh prince so I can take my time mastering magic was incredible. I don't know why. It like the animation in this show was insane. I don't know what the fuck Sumubi Akira Animation Lab is. But the like fight scenes, the actual character writing, it was all just really, really strong. And I don't know, it just kind of came out of nowhere. Which one? Chill in Another World. I appreciate the Wolf Girl. There wasn't too much here, but I mean, it was a cute slice of life little piece guy. Arsuman's Dilemma, I appreciated. A cute elf girl is always a plus. There was some decent like magic drama, whatever. Goku Loser Ranger I didn't watch. Remonster I didn't watch. Tensei Kitoku, I forgot that was season 1 here. Really, really good. Yeah, it is, and I am so excited. This is just a really sorry. It is a really, really strong political drama. All the characters are fantastic. I love the whole cast. Kanahana voices one of the girls who is not super prominent in season 2, but she seems to be important in season 3 because they got married at the end. So, but it's all fantastic. I didn't watch that one. It was all. It was like lots of the yapping in the first episode, and then I just didn't have any reason to watch the next ones. I didn't watch Inzukura because it was Disney trapped, but I I enjoyed Jellyfish throughout the whole thing. It's just a really good drama. There's really lovable characters, lots of good moments. The animation looked really nice. Music was good. I don't really have any complaints about it. It didn't blow me away. It did air alongside something else. So they just show me the romance. Yeah. That's the one it was up against. Not my anime of the year. It was probably up there for my new anime of the year. I don't remember. If only we had some kind of way to look back on that. Um, um, but it is a super strong music rock girl band anime. Strong. No, it looks really good for being fully CGI. Yeah, no, you're right. Mysterious, I didn't watch. It does have a whole 4 episodes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. God's Games We Play was pretty fun. It reminded me a lot of Liar Liar, to be fair. But I mean, I just like this sort of genre of playing board games for fighting for your life, which is something that's happened maybe too many times now. It's a strange subgenre within this like fantasy suspense field, but we take it. Too. It was between both of the breaks. Banished from a Hero, I didn't watch. It was the one where he just woke up in the middle of a field and nothing happened for 20 minutes. Viral Hit, I only wanted to watch because Fairuz was in it. Is that how her name's pronounced? I don't remember. Yeah, yeah, but I did not end up watching it. Literally crashed and burned like into the end of the railway. Yeah, no, people like this one, I guess. City Apartment, Good Lighting, Angel Included is a fun rom-com. I think the girls are all cute. They all have their own little things. Like they're all monster girls in their own right. But I just think it's a good, cute rom-com. Yeah, it's good. Blue Archive is pretty good. It's like in terms of gotcha anime adaptations. Sorry, this is a small tangent. Gotcha anime adaptations are notably either really good or really bad, and there's barely any in between. Blue Archive somehow managed to snag that very fine line in terms of being okay. It just had a really bad time airing because it didn't get picked up by anything, and I don't think it has yet either. Um, but in terms of like, you're looking at the scale, and you have like Arknights and Princess Connect on one end and Azure Lane and Girls Frontline on the other. And whenever a new one gets announced, you just kind of have to pray that it leans towards one side because for some reason these anime adaptations refuse to adapt to the actual story of the game, and instead they'll find some other material to do, like the manga or just an original story. And I don't get why. Just adapt the game. Why do you have to like take this deviation into some other random field? I don't know. It bothers me, but whatever. This one ended up okay. Soundful is a good comedy. I love the author of this one, so I like Say Radio. It's a good slight Yuri. That's fine. I didn't watch any of these. Yeah, they did make an Omega-verse anime. High Speed at 12 was fun. Okay, So High Speed at 12 was funny. I think the racing anime that doesn't know how racing works is just ironic. But the characters are fun. Just if you know anything about cars and racing, maybe stay away. Otherwise, you'll punch your screen like Cookie did. Um, Uitambo though is probably the most underrated thing that aired this whole year, if I can remember correctly. Anyway, just in terms of like the golf anime scene between Birdie Wing, Tombo, Sarayo, I think Tombo is actually the strongest of them all. It's just a really, really good golf drama that focuses on characters really well, the game itself really well. It deserved more attention. It didn't get it because it was on Amazon Prime, I think. And obviously it's about golf, which anime fans don't want to watch, but it's worth it. It's just incredible. I didn't watch Rinkai. Before the season started, lore for watchers. There was like 4 original anime or something this season, right? It was Girl Can Cry, Jellyfish, Rinkai, and High Speed of 12. And we all voted like, hey, what's gonna be the best? What's gonna be the worst? And I think my list was the most correct. I think I put Rinkai above High Speed at first, and that ended up not being true. But oh wait. Train was also part of that. And yeah. So Josh did say that, and then hated like 3 of them. Um, and Jellyfish also didn't end up super well for you either. So you had yeah. I should probably get back to that one. Nice drop. I didn't watch Sanjimeshi. But this was a season I just didn't watch much at all, actually. So they'll get through it pretty fast. Yeah. The, I basically only watched sequels this season. So I do want to mention just because it's not on here, but I mean if we are going through the past year, I may as well say it. Dangers of My Heart season 2 aired this season. That was anime of the year. It was the greatest thing to air all year, and that was against Girls Band Cry and everything else. So watch Dangers of My Heart if you're watching this far. Thank you. I do want to get back to that one because I did not. I this season I did kind of put everything off because I didn't. I was watching too much. But that one looked really interesting to me. I I did not pick it up, so like I said, this season I need to get back to a lot of stuff. The only thing I watched in Ninja Kamui was those like clips they posted on Twitter of the fight scenes. Unwanted Undead Adventure. Um, I watched the first episode of a lot of these, but I just didn't finish them. So I do want to mention that in the newest tournament bracket, I did see Josh vote for the main character of Gushing Over Magical Girls, and I was like, huh, yeah, you against Dokuro from Bludgeoning Angel. Level 99 Villainous, which Kanahana voiced the main girl now, right? I feel like the voice actor was pretty. Oh no, oh Farrah, yeah, that's right, that's right. I knew it was some voice actress I really liked, but did we get Talk Witch and the Beast? I think Bando's muted, so we can't. Yeah, Instant Death it was the worst thing I watched last year. It made me actually angry watching that show. So I appreciate slice of life isekai, but shout out shout out Metallic Rouge. Oh god, this show had so much potential and it fell so hard. Um, hey, the ending song is fantastic. Or it's the opening or the ending. It's fantastic. But that's about as much good as I have to say about Metallic Rouge. I just wish it was better. Topical. A lot, yeah, a lot few of them. I didn't watch it. Villain Stay Off. I want to read the manga for, but Strongest Ink. Fuwa for Paradise was cute. I Cherry Magic. Yeah. Uh, it's a strong comedy. I thought it was kind of funny throughout. Tigan, I think, fell off it eventually, but season two is coming, and I'll be there for it because I don't know, really good cast. It just good comedy. Yeah, I did not watch that one unfortunately, but I mean I liked the cast enough. It felt very Inuyasha-y. The only thing I remember from this anime is I watched it in call with you, and you kept changing the words to like slut and bitch. Whenever she said the main character's name or something, it would be like bitch, and then yeah, something like that. It was like the whorehouse. Yeah. Shout out Isekai Oats in Paradise for having Uruha Rusia from Hololive featured in it. It wasn't good, but that's the whole reason I watched that show. Did you did way of so I didn't watch Bravern, but Pon no Michi was really funny. It wasn't like insanely good or anything, but I enjoy supernatural mahjong. I don't know what was going on there, but sure, I'll take it. Meiji Gekken 1874. No. What a sequence of shows here, by the way. We have Meiji Gekken, Delusional Monthly Magazine, and then Snack Basu. Uh, we did watch Sandland's first episode this season as well. The O&A section. Yeah. We officially made it a year back. Also, yeah, also this season, if there's anyone watching up to this point and you have like 10 minutes to spare after this video, go watch Ephemere. It's just good. I really like Ephemere. It's under O&A. Yeah. It just looks really good. It just good like Yuri short. Fall 2023. Frieren! Josh, don't say a word. You're better off not speaking. I think that's better for you actually. I really like Free Run. I did not give it like a. I didn't think it was a masterpiece like others claim here. 1 million views is insane, by the way. A million people have watched Free Run on my anime list. It is the highest rated show of all time. Um, but I think it was just really strong. It's a good fantasy drama. The characters are all great. I love Free Run. Let's add a character specifically, but it is 21 points above FMA. You are a Brotherhood fan, though. You do like the show. I really should have watched this. I don't know why. I don't know why I didn't watch the show. I am watching the new. Yeah, I am watching the new season. It's still really good. It falls into that like niche of VR MMO isekai, but strong visuals, strong story. It's just yeah, if you like SAO but not SAO, go watch Shangri-La. I stopped watching this one. I actually didn't mind the first episode. It was just Disney hell. But I was mostly annoyed with it because Bando kept calling it something. I don't remember. Some sort of slur. Just really good comedy. Still enjoying it. It's still peak. Every go crazy. Hey, speak of the, I mentioned this one before. This one's higher rated than I thought it was. I gave it a 6. I thought it was okay. The witch guy is hot. So, it's this season. I also didn't watch much, so this was another show I probably would have watched otherwise. If I just guy. I liked the first episode, and then I just didn't keep watching. But it was mostly racism allegories towards witches or whatever. Um, I don't know. It looked pretty good. Uh, Our Dating Story was an anime I thought was pretty good, but also like made me break down multiple times because hopeless romantic is part of my personality at this point, and I cannot. I don't know. I kept relating back to it too hard. It was like this show made me cry more than anything else this year, and I could not tell you why. Just every so often, I would just Demon Sword. The I didn't watch much. I didn't watch this one either. I know how much to say about this season, but uh, Run Tanahashi was pretty good. I mean, I like mystery anime, so I mean, there we go. But Villainous is a really it's really good. The main couple here is incredible. There's a good scene in like season 3, like episode 3 or something, talking about LGBT relationships and how they aren't commonplace in this time period, but how they should be accepted anyway. Um, it's just really strong. I like this Graceful Lady more than I thought I did actually. Yeah, Goro read the light novel under my like recommendation. Liking it quite a bit. I read the light novel, but I have not watched the anime. I also did not want. I I want to get back to it one day because I want to get through all the Geek Toys stuff. But at least this is Geek Toys like secondhand studio and not the main studio. So I mean, yeah, the Starry Eye Nina. Yeah, EOB liked it. I didn't watch it. A Girl and Her Guard Dog, which was just pedo. I think. I think that was the whole point there. Um, okay, okay. I don't. I'm still paused on episode 9. I need to read the next volume and then maybe I'll get to it. I'm sure I would have liked it if I actually watched anime this season, but BL fans have to get something sometimes. My new boss is Goofy,
Goofy Boss! I love Goofy Boss.
and those bag since I am
Goofy Boss was peak.
the, the family circumstances of the irregular witch. This was just the last thing there. Uh, 16th station. I really liked the time travel stuff was interesting. I mean, as someone like pretty into visual novels and the like games that were mentioned, like that this whole show is about, I just enjoyed the plot and such. But it's just good. I like Konoha a lot. She's a great main character. Yeah, slept on Yuri. It's a really pretty astronomy based sort of Yuri slice of life show. Yeah. I like Husbands, but I like the author's other stuff more. I I I keep seeing there's this one figure of the Butareba girl, and I'm like, it's kind of insane that there's a figure of her, and I keep seeing it everywhere I go. Um, I wish Protocol Rain was better. I think an esports anime is cool. It just didn't turn out very good. So yeah, you should watch season 2, but it's just really good. It's just like suspense drama. Bullbuster.
It was probably one of the funnest watches below that. I think the loss of Zoe was really the thing that like made everything awful. Yeah, it was awesome.
Now you become a house or cloud or
I
something.
think I think it really got bad when
My sister
Zoe
just
died, and then Tegan kind of like just became like a passive watcher. I think at this point it really got really bad.
How do you guys think my sister just spelled the word groceries to me?
Um, wait. But no. But both of us send it to Wolfie, and Wolfie gives like a good doodle star to whoever gets the closest.
Like she's dyslexic for what it's worth, so I'm not gonna blame her for it. I'm just curious what you
No,
guys
don't
think.
blame her. You're currently making fun of her to people who don't even know her.
Yeah, no, I like it's kind of just a funny thing that happens sometimes. So she
I
messages
think
me.
I guess.
You were both actually like very similar in how you answered. Bando just spelled it with a Y instead of an I. Um, but no, it was
Wolfie plays
GROSHRYS.
So Wolfie, I probably also have like a sex or something. I don't actually, but like just it's not a grocer's. Grocer's? Honestly, that's awesome.
It was what? It was a Christian anime?
Anyway, Wolfie, there's an important context to this. Is your sister like young?
No, she's the same age as me.
Okay, maybe your sister's kind of messed up.
Yo, no, Yo season 2 aired during that season.
It had a really good first episode.
Let me get back there. Zon 100, I like the manga for a lot. I did watch through the anime. I still enjoyed it. It was just you don't get too many zombie survival or like zombie apocalypse anime. It's not as big a scene here as it is in like the movie industry. So I'll take what I can get.
No. I need to hear it so I can like insult them. Just for- They're white. They're white,
How
Josh.
dare
Just say
the
it.
black artists use their own word?
Josh, just say it. They're white.
Very popular. I didn't like the art style very much, but sure. Gohan's anime. I heard they made it a lot more pervy in the anime for some reason. Um, but the manga is sweet. It's like it's just like good slice of life romance. Yeah. Dreaming Boy. Okay, my take on Dreaming Boy is that it was so painfully average that it felt like they just told an AI to write an anime and then adapted it. Um, I nothing happened in that show. It was just stagnant the whole time. I don't know. Am I actually the strongest? I did not watch
Wait,
this one.
I might remember it. I do not
It's
remember.
I remember the wolf maid girl. That's it.
Wait, was this the one where the guy's like a child and he like escapes and then like he finds the
Yeah,
wolf girl and then he like defeats the wolf girl and the wolf girl's like, okay, please drink my breast milk now.
yes, that's the one.
Yeah, look at me. I am. Of course, I am good at this.
Oh, 7 Spellblades.
The show that Josh
You
was
made
like,
it
wait,
what?
is this
You
show
made it
kind of Kino?
13
And then 2
episodes
seconds later,
in. So what was it? What, like
nah.
12, 13? How,
Oh no, wait! I forgot. I
how
Sword
how many
was
how many episodes did you
show
make it
Kino.
into the show? I forget. 10?
Seven's
Yeah,
Hellblade was
it
awesome.
got
This time
announced that there was 15 episodes and Josh dropped it. Yeah. I finished it. I gave it a 5. It was fine. It was Harry Potter with swords. Like,
No. This one is okay. No. This one is awesome. The one we got. I'm pretty sure this is where fantasy racism is from.
yeah,
And
yeah.
also, I predicted like so much. Like we watched one episode, and I was like, like this person is probably like secretly like a different gender, and it was right.
Well, they were hermaphrodite or something, right?
Yeah, close enough. Close enough.
Yeah. Undead Girl Murder Farce, which is for some reason colloquially translated into Undead Murder Farce. They just dropped the girl part. But really, really good fantasy mystery show. The main characters are great. The, there is a decapitated lady as the main character, and I think that's pretty cool. Uh, yeah. Liar, liar. I mentioned this one before. I enjoyed it because it's a board game survival type anime, and I think those are fun. What was the the ending theme was, yeah, the ending theme was File Princess. Yeah. Dark Gathering was is that okay? Okay, there is a severe drought of horror anime in general. You either get a season that's really really bad, or you get Uzumaki adapted, and that ended up being really bad. So when you get an actual good horror anime once every 2 years, you kind of just have to appreciate it, and I appreciate Dark Gathering a lot for that. It's a really really good time with good suspense, good characters, and the actual like mysteries and horror is really well put together. Yo, vending machine. Reborn as a vending machine. I now wander the dungeon. Something something something. I appreciate the show for what it is. Like it very much sticks with the plot it painted out, and I respect it. You know what? It's a good time. The characters are fun. The actual plot's pretty interesting. It's a vending machine in another world.
Come on. Is Asuka the
vending
one from
machine.
Evangelion? How come? How come Mikuma thinks that Asuka is fine with the N word? That's like one of the strangest takes I've heard today. You know, Asuka is probably fine with the N word.
Oscar probably says the N word.
Why would you say it?
Yeah.
Is it?
No.
Asuka,
Nicola
Asuka
agrees
German.
with me.
There's like Asuka is German. There's like 6 black people in this country. Hey, you don't know that. You don't know that. You don't know that.
Now you're questioning it.
Hey,
I
it might be
digress.
ambiguous.
My unique skill makes me OP even at level 1. It was bad, but kind of funny. I I think it was a silly show, so sure. Whoa.
Hey, Josh, this is outside the
Are
scope
they
of this video.
saying the slurs? It's the Rock and Persona OSTs. Bro is like your sick beats. Look, I used to not like obviously like black artists. Yeah. I want to know his thoughts on the Super Bowl halftime show later. Classroom for Heroes also just kind of funny. I silly show, silly show. Great cleric. Didn't watch that one. My Tennis Senpai was whatever. Yeah, it's great cleric.
It was
Uh,
like it was just a perfect example of a show that's like not in any way, shape, or form justifiable as should exist in the world that we live in.
my My Tiny Senpai, I liked. It was fine. It was a whatever romance office romance anime. I just hated the time it was airing because Twitter was a fucking mess. I like mostly actually not even while it was airing. It was mostly just when it got announced. It was a mess. I hated everything to do with it. Go hands. This one is this the highest rated Gohan's anime aside from that like Seitokai whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
I
It is
finished.
Seitokai
We did finish
Yakumo.
the anime together. That is true, one fact. But I also did like read all of it. I'm up to date on it. I thought it was good anime form. I just like it. I think it's a show. I think it's like media that is best consumed like while chilling, listen to some music on like a bed, compared to like watching it with 4 other people in the VC. As someone who has finished Hulk, I think okay is a good way to describe Hulk.
Yeah. Entaru, solid,
Wait, is Temple the
solid.
one
Like,
where the guy's like, I need to stop gooning?
yeah, it's no, it's his dad is like a harem king, and he hates his dad for it. So he's like, I'm going to become a temple, whatever the fuck you call those people,
A monk is
to
what they're
yeah,
called.
to escape the temptations of sex. And then he goes to a temple, and he's surrounded by women, and he's like, "Fuck." But I think it's pretty all right. It's just a solid like what's the? It's like
It
a
sounded like
solid
he was
like
like 77
type
years old.
anime. I like Mia a lot. I did not watch this one actually. Um,
Bad.
Sweet Reincarnation I liked. uh, it is certainly a the way he dies in that show is pretty interesting because he's like a baker or whatever the sweet makers are called, and he builds this really big like statue of sweets, and it falls over and crushes him. I think that's just interesting. Death by candy, but in not like a weird way. This one aired
I think
really
more like
late, so I
Best
did
of
not pick it
Boys.
up. Yeah. I think Oshinoko also. Level 1 Demon Lord and One Room Hero was actually just turned out to be really good. Just surprisingly solid. I tell you, Ryza, to go play the game. Go play the game. 26-minute episodes, by the way, on average. I don't think Echoes of Ada is doing very well either, unfortunately. Gene of AI.
Detroit Become Human.
Someone kept trying to sell me on this, and I was like, I don't care. It was either was it Jane or was it Cosmic who kept trying
Probably
to.
Cosmic. Probably Cosmic. It's a Cosmic
I,
angle. It was the first one we watched.
this was the season everything fell apart. Cool. I just noticed that because Johanna is on here. Yeah. If you want to know why I didn't watch anything the following season, it's because my life was hell.
Wolfie, how come your life was hell? Do you want to talk about this on like the
No.
video recording? I like how Josh's I like how Josh's take was, I don't want to hear it because I have to go to bed.
Daydream is my go, not missions. 19-minute, 90 oh, 90-minute.
I mean, it was okay. It was like a movie. It was like watching an anime movie together.
Still a really good show.
I am glad we did not do the thing for free when we watched like the 4 episodes that aired consecutively.
House Paradise was solid. Really good opening theme with the Millennium Parade, and so on. But just it's a strong shonen. I liked it.
It was really Chigo Kuraku. I do not like this one.
I didn't like
But Marshall
Mashle.
was awesome. Marshall is a good vibe. And the best part about Marshall,
Heavenly Delusion was just a really good show.
it was a show everyone liked.
What I'm trying to remember what it reminds me of. I guess just the Promised Neverland-ish, but I might just be thinking of Heavenly Delusion when I'm thinking of what reminds me of Heavenly Delusion. It's just good supernatural. Yamada-kun? Yeah, I like that one. Lots of the Chiyayafaru team was on this one. So I liked a lot of it. But gaming focused romance anime. Why not?
Damn, it's kind of crazy to think it is only
Dangers. Okay, Dangers in My Heart again. The second season was the best thing to air that following year. The unfortunate circumstance is that Dangers in My Heart. It starts out with it's a very like character human development based romance where you have to follow the characters and see how they grow, and because of that, the characters start off being not very good people. Anna is just a walking stereotype, and Kyotaro is the edgy I want to kill this lady because I don't know how I feel about her type. Yeah. They both go really well. Konosuba Explosion, really good. I love that. Megumin, I love you. I got a cheat skill in another world we can't unrivaled in the real world too. Not it's the one about the fat guy that goes through the portal and then he like buffs all his stats
Oh
and
yeah.
the art the art style of the show is really good. It looks really pretty. It's nothing. Skip and Loafer, just the good drama romance. Yeah,
Kind of crazy to think it has been 2 years for Skip and Loafer already.
Yeah, you're getting there. It's a really good action fantasy. There are Geek Toys on it, like usual. The animation's stellar. I just really like this sort of genre of show where it's like dark fantasy. Just good stuff. Insomniac's also good stuff. Yeah, just good romance based on astronomy. If you like astronomy and you like romance, why not? It's really
I has
good.
not watched it because Josh is a baker.
Can we skip the next show? Hi Jane. Can we skip the next show?
Noted. What are y'all doing? Fuck yes! Yeah! You broke the curse! You did it!
Jane. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Jane, I built the long neck Horizon Zero Dawn Lego set.
Ballin'. Yeah, I did see that, yeah.
I think we can just say that Kaminari is not Kaminari.
Inari.
I was like really confused.
Tonkatsu was an anime that existed at some
It
point
was a
in
very
time.
good show. We loved it all.
I watched the first 2 episodes of it, and everybody else was like, it's like a shitposting masterpiece, and I just kind of felt like I didn't really
because
get it.
I genuinely did not know how to feel about that show once it ended.
That is one of
the
the
Aristocrats
things
Other
you
with
can
the
use a 5
adventure,
for.
serving gods, serving gods who go too far. The only I don't remember the show entirely. However, Silk Von Santana has stuck in my mind forever. I have not that specific character from the show is like just one of those characters I think about all the time, and I couldn't tell you why. Summon to Another World for a second time was pretty interesting. I give it a 4 though. It wasn't good. It was just interesting plot. I I really want to end it with an expansion. So this show is really good. The art style was a little shaky at times, to be fair, but I mean, I appreciated it. Minda Rin did crazy work with the soundtrack on this.
Hey, can I just ask a question? How much of this so far has just been Wolfie fighting for their fucking life?
Me. Most of it, basically all of it. I don't want.
Like Wolfie's the one like winning because every time Josh can't even skip past the shows because Wolfie has to say so much about all of them. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of a problem because you seem to still be in 2023. If I'm.
Yeah, we are. Well, we're approaching the end of 2023. A Galaxy Next Door is one of the few romance childcare shows. Someone looked that up earlier. It was one of the few that showed up. Yeah. There was like 2 anime. It was this one and Girls Listen to Me, I'm Your Father. But I like this one. It's just good time romance anime. Why not?
It was Queens at Home.
Cafe Terrace, I liked quite a bit just because the girls were good, but I mean it is more or less just Quince at Home. But like I like the characters. The legendary hero is dead. It's when he sets traps and the legendary hero falls into one and just he's like, oh fuck.
Oh,
So
that one, I remember it.
the town like kills him and he gets taken over by the soul. Yeah.
I remember this one.
I didn't watch that one.
This one was incredibly funny and like started the joke of damn.
Apparently,
that must suck because you can't go on the street without being assaulted.
apparently a decent suspense drama, but My One Hit Kill Sister was funny. I think the cast was pretty good. But the only thing I remember from it is that one scene where there's like a shark Voltron transformation type thing where they just a bunch of sharks combining together.
This one was one of the many shows like randomly appeared where like a monster man and like a child have like a relationship.
The unfortunate. I remember the show. I had a friend who really liked the manga for this, and I wanted to watch it, but it started really late, and I already had very packed seasons, so I was like,
There, this is Josh's favorite show.
Hey, yeah. Magical Destroyers fucking suck.
I gave this a 7. I don't even remember doing that, but I like Bibury Animation Studios as an animation studio. I think the things they make look really good.
Like the show looks fine. Well, for the most part, there's like one or two.
It is a good
really whack episode in the middle.
You know what I said? I just read it.
The premise is interesting. It just absolutely fumbles the bag about.
I really like Anarchy. Really.
Anarchy Red deserves to be in a better show.
My Clueless First Friends. I'll read I might read the manga for that at some point, but I did not watch the anime. Otaku Elf was really good. It was like
I also really liked Otaku Elf.
Good show about learning the complications of living in a new world, sort of.
Yeah.
But I think the relationships were really good.
The thing I always get into with Otaku Elf is that while I did like it, there is like kind of a melancholic overtone to certain parts of the show that I kind of wish they had gone into a little more. Maybe
the best parts of Otaku Elf was when it got like more focus on the dramatic and like focusing on the childhood of the main character.
Yeah,
and how the elf is like a representation of her mom.
Yeah. Blue Orchestra.
I did not watch Blue Orchestra because it did not get picked up by anything.
Blue Group Watch. It's Blue Group Watch right there.
Yuri is my job. Yuri is my job was decent. However, the blue-haired girl that you see in that KV was atrocious, and I hated her.
I watched the first episode, and it was like well made and everything, but the secondhand embarrassment, like fucking, it was a bit much. I don't think I got farther than episode like 2 or 3. It's really not. I'm going
Yuri
to
is their job.
You in your sleep.
I didn't watch that one. It didn't look very good.
It's an incredibly iconic show for being one of the most ugly shows ever made.
Yo,
I really like Two Cute Crisis. It was just a fun time throughout. Good comedy.
I did not finish this, but I did enjoy
I thought it would get tiring after a while, but I don't know. I liked it. It was just her gushing over pets, and I'm like, yeah, I like to gush over pets. Animals are cute.
Yeah, Pokemon Horizons is just like
the best one.
Pokemon Horizons.
It's the best show.
It's good. It's really good. Yeah. That's it.
When are you watching Pokemon Horizons?
I have kids anime disabled, and I think it's removing Pokemon Horizons from this list.
What?
That was like the really bad one, right?
What if Super Sentai was racist?
Yeah, I'm like, it was the racist one, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but you have to watch
Ah.
marginal service. So is it really worth it? Is it
Oh,
worth it?
He's not showing
Oh.
it was hilarious.
He's an Elio.
End with
Okay,
them like
this
NFT, like, hey guys, you should definitely get into NFTs. They will definitely be well.
this was my worst anime of 2023.
Like, it has to be
Valid.
the best.
I watched it because it was about Kazuna Ai. But this like right before this aired, Kazuna got into a lot of trouble with like NFT scams and stuff, and I
It's
was like,
so
okay,
funny.
sure.
Show It's so funny.
But the show itself just went nowhere. The characters never learned anything. The performances were mediocre at best.
Yeah.
But, like,
oh god. I only watched like the first episode or two of this, but the fucking performance in episode 1 is just like so nothing.
they constantly
even-
show that performance, by the way, and I'm just like, okay, I don't care.
Even if you don't like this genre, I do recommend watching just that scene from episode 1 to get like a good bead on. It's very possible to do that super badly.
my Love Live hot take is that I hate Honoka. I think she's like the worst protagonist of all of any idol anime, except for this one. The protagonist of the show sucks. she never learned her lessons on anything, which was the main reason I hated Honoka. But she also is just so selfish and entitled, and she constantly throws her friends under the bus just to get ahead without realizing what she's doing. And even when her friends tell her that to her face, she's just like, "Oops, I did that. I didn't realize. My bad." And I'm like, why? Why is she here? Why do people like her?
Buy crypto, suckers.
I did not finish season 2. I was like, I couldn't do it. World Ice Star should be finished by you. Jane also mentioned not finishing this one. World Ice Star was extremely slept on, and it's a really good drama. There's no genre on this show, by the way. I know. I like terrible. I like terrible women who are terrible evil in an evil way, where they torture people. I don't like terrible women who are just bad people.
The kids in the LL girl is just like annoying. That's and not in a fun way either. It's just like annoying in the way that like your coworker is annoying.
Yeah, World Ice Star was just incredible, but yeah. Run for Money is still airing. I didn't realize that, but every so often I see it pop up again, and I'm like, oh, this is still a thing.
Winter.
That's what the ONA is. This spring 2023.
Oh god, yeah.
Tomo-chan is best enjoyed through the original thing because
I don't know. Yeah.
Spring 2023 was also when Uma Musume Road to the Top aired. I just want to mention it. It's just honorable mention. It's incredible.
That's a really, really good OVA. No, Tomo-chan is a girl. People.
I'll read the manga for this one.
Not anybody in Mugguard, but other people were like, "Ooh, it's like so good. You got to check it out." And then the first 2 episodes, respectively, are boring and about sexual harassment. And I was like, I don't really.
I need to read the manga because Bando gave it to me for last year's manga read challenge, and I think I will like the manga more than the anime. It seems like one of those things that just works better in that format.
I can imagine that part of. Yeah, I can imagine part of the problem is like this thing has like 1-page chapters, and they were trying to fucking stretch it out against, to like 20-minute episodes.
Yeah, it's something that's really hard probably to do. It's like, and yeah, it's just like a format that's probably really hard to adapt. Yeah.
I don't know when you guys started.
I think a bit more.
You watch sequels, yeah. I think we just skip over the sequels. I paused that season of Tokyo Revengers, and I then forgot it existed. I think I was actively watching the show and then just forgot it was airing, and I had to pause it because I was like, oh shit. uh, yeah.
Bunga Stara's 4th season.
Angel Next Door was, I think Angel Next Door was that big romance craze anime probably up until Alya aired that following year. Angel Next Door was definitely like the rom-com that really
4th season, like just an episode of us.
Yeah. It was like the one that everyone talked about when you mentioned rom-com, the one of like recent time period, and I agree that it was worth it. Mahiru is a really good protagonist. Amane is decent. I think the main character of Rushidere is a lot better, but it is just the getting pampered by a cute girl subgenre, which I totally understand enjoying. I enjoy it. It is.
I know other people
pure
like
fantasy,
this, so I imagine there's something here. Like, I don't know.
I know Maple really likes the light novel, so
there you go. The Maple endorsement.
Yeah.
That was awful. Why would you ever do that?
Obviously, you aren't going to like it if you don't know what's going on.
Why would we ever do that?
Yeah.
Also, Bunga Stray Dogs season 4. I think you just watched that with us, and like there was an episode we really liked, and we were like, oh, sure, I'll join in on you guys watching.
You just watch one. It's that one episode you have on hold. Just a random episode of the show. Nier Automata apparently turned out to be pretty good. There was definitely some airing issues with this one. It got delayed like crazy, I think. But it apparently turned out pretty good. Season 2 was pretty highly praised for the people that stuck around with it. But I wanted to play the game, so I didn't watch the anime. Yeah. This was COVID, so. I liked Buddy Daddies. There's quite a few mugs who really enjoyed this one, actually.
I watched Buddy Daddies with Shredney and another friend of ours who was not on Mugboard named Zersk. They both liked it a fair bit more than I did. I thought it was just like slightly better Spy Family, and that's not really glowing praise for me because I kind of hate Spy Family.
There are a few shows here where my opinion is sort of messed up because I was still watching anime with my ex at the time, so like her thoughts on the show also affected my thoughts on the show.
Yeah, that'll do it.
So I still like Buddy Daddies a lot, but she liked it a lot more than me, so I was like kind of convinced that maybe it was better than I thought it was, but who knows. I like that one. that was good. Also, Big Dog. A Mappa original cooking isekai is pretty funny.
Was that the one that had the spider?
No, that's Farming Life in Another World.
See, Wolfie, I think the problem really shows with isekai,
which is the one directly under it on this list, by the way. Which we'll get to. Recipes Maple, by the way. Bofuri ended, so Maple from Mugboard is dead now.
That's crazy.
Farming Life in Another World I really enjoyed. It is that just slice of life isekai genre that we get more of now, but back even during winter 2023 it wasn't too common. It was mostly OP power scaling isekai.
Never ask a witch her opinions on the slow life isekai genre.
The reincarnation of the strongest exorcist in Another World. I did not watch this one. This is the season Ice Blade Sorceress aired. Yeah, I see it. Ice Guy. I liked Ice Guy.
I actually did finish that. Yeah, no, it was just like
the main character. Show. Fuyutsuki is definitely on the scale.
The scale,
but like the autistic.
The spectrum, not the scale.
Spectrum, that's right. Sorry. I was. yeah. There's a different thing. There's a different thing called the scale that I can't think of. But I like the show. The main character is really cute. The fox girl, who is a fox girl for some reason, I fuck with.
No, the Fox Girl is awesome.
um, I really like Kubo, the manga and the anime. It's a really well animated rom-com of this genre-ish. Pine Jam kind of went crazy on it, but I think Kubo is adorable. Majirevo. Majirevo. It's a good show. I mean, the good action sequences, the actual like main couple is good. There is that one black-haired character who I think was Jane's favorite.
Wait, hold on. Did I watch this?
It was Fantasy Girls Love. I'm sure you.
Oh no, I finished that. Yeah, sorry, I didn't recognize the key visual in like the small screen video. No, I finished that.
Tilty
It
Claret
was,
was
good.
black-haired
Yeah.
girl.
Yeah, no, that show is just like actually good. Yeah,
Trigun Stampede.
Trigun Stampede just like one of the best
didn't
things
watch
that aired that
Trigun.
year.
I
Yeah.
admit. Handing Saito though I did watch. So Handing Saito was like one of the best received isekai in the seasonal group watches, I think, just because the main character is pretty cool. There is a sequence closer to the end of the show where the old man basically just gets Inuyasha powers and becomes this like wise wolf like fighter guy. It's insane in its peak, and I don't know what's going on there. The night girl was also really cool, and there was you see the girl with the big axe in the KV. Her companion was this like burly guy who had a crush on Saito, and that was cool. We got gay rep in the isekai.
Yeah, that's a little bit better.
Okay, so I didn't watch Ice Blade Sorcerer. The only thing I remember from Ice Blade Sorcerer is that there was a different show airing this season. I don't remember which one, where one of the characters started using a sword made of ice, and I made a comment and was like, the isekai are merging together, and it stuck with me this whole time. I don't know why.
The isekai are merging together. Yo, Ningen Fushin.
Ningen Fushin was actually pretty solid. Geek Toys, that was a very early Geek Toys.
I didn't think that. Here's my experience with the show, though, which has nothing to do with its quality, really. 2 years after it finished airing, one day I randomly turned on fucking Pluto TV's Crunchyroll linear channel, and they were airing the dub of this that exists for some reason. And I was like, oh yeah, that exists. That's my whole experience with this
basically show. The first thing Geek Toys did other than Data Live. They did Plunder before this, but I liked Onimai. So Studio Binds was the Mushoku Tensei studio before this. They were made specifically to adapt Mushoku Tensei because the author of that light novel was like, I'm not doing it unless I can get my team to do it. So they made a studio, and then they
are
Onimai is great.
Aren't they doing the geology show later this year?
Yeah, they are. Onimai is a lot of fun. The cast is really colorful and bright. The general comedies are really good. It is there is some interesting adaptations from the manga in this show, but
I want to go check out something real quick. I'll be right back.
Ningen, I didn't mention this when we get to Ningen Fushin. Ningen Fushin has like a lot of emotes in Mugwort. Like, yeah.
It was bad.
Reborn to Master the Blade. Was Reborn to Master the Blade might have been the one that got the Ice Blade thing.
Wasn't this the one where like guy dies in a cave and then there's a girl and the girl's like, I really like you, I will protect you.
Shout out Chilling in My 30s, which I was on a phone call for real quick, because they do fuck and the girl has a child, and that's pretty fun. Spy Class.
First Spy Classroom, the best show ever made.
Spy Classroom, the greatest of all time to ever do it.
Hello, mugs. I've returned.
I'm quickly browsing through here because I have to go get my food. Is there anything I want to comment on? Not really, but I don't have many thoughts on High Card. It was alright. Season 2 was really unfortunate. I think my biggest thought here is actually on like saving 80,000 gold, which is just a really fun isekai that probably should have gotten a little more attention from the regular isekai audience, but also I'm glad it didn't because it doesn't fit that genre. When you have the main character traveling between fantasy world and Earth and buying military grade weapons from the actual governments to fight in the fictional world, that's pretty funny.
It's already been done like 10,000 years ago by Gate.
Only other thing, I don't think I missed this. But,
well, Gate is like. We don't need to talk about Gate.
No Econ is really, really good. It was one of my favorite anime from 2023. And
yeah, I like Mo Econ well enough.
Alright, I'll be back.
Josh voice actor special interest strikes again.
They're not your girls, Josh. They're adult women. They're adult women, independent.
You have I would describe it as a parasocial relationship with Spy Classroom. Not any of the people in it. The show
Okay,
itself.
I'm glad Spy Classroom came up because Josh just ranted about it.
It was like that.
Fair enough. Mm-hmm.
Josh made me translate so much, man. No. I only remember getting like every other episode. Josh like, oh look, there's like 4 letters on screen. But by 4 letters, I don't mean like A B C. I mean like letters written to a person in German. And Josh like, oh, yeah, can you fully translate this?
I think this was the first one I joined you guys for some of these group watches actually, because I remember some of these. But
Speaking of good shows, Sugar Apple Fairy Tale.
yeah,
good title. I never watched it.
Sure the show was like, oh, the show looks nice, and then we have like a little girl.
The novel
All
series for this is like split into different novels, and I saw a report that the third Sugar Apple Fairy Tale novel is ending, or something. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I hate you guys for that.
Yeah. High Card was like a fine, solid, like action show.
High Card was fine.
The second season
not...
kind of just fell off, and I was like,
Well, the thing is, like, I never... Like, I liked the first season, but apparently not enough to ever check out.
Yeah, I just think I wasn't actually interested enough to watch the sequel.
Yeah. Yeah. There's like... I want to say there's like 3 good episodes of High Card Season 1, and then the rest are just like fine.
Kai-san's dog. I watched the OVAs for this a few months ago. What a trip. Yeah, it is.
I don't know this one.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. Don't worry about it.
Wait, really? That's like actually really cool. In that show of all things, huh? Okay.
What happened? Oh yeah. Oh, okay. I know Kabayashi was apparently pretty good. I did not end up picking it up, but yeah.
Yeah, it was alright. Yeah, I actually finished Revenger. Here's what I'm gonna say. The show starts off kind of promisingly and fucking absolutely does not live up to that. If you want like a very detailed breakdown, my friend Tredney, Julian M on Them Anime Reviews has a very good review of that show that you should read. That's all. That's all.
My intention was to watch Ayakashi Triangle, but they announced that there was going to be an uncensored cut at some point, and then I forgot about it. So,
Josh, Wolfie,
just forgetting about it. I mean,
Wolfie,
no,
just Google boobs.
This one is also cropped up on Pluto TV's Crunchyroll feed a couple times, and I've seen, therefore, like 3 or 4 random episodes of the dub. It sure is an HD comedy series. I've seen better, but I've definitely seen way worse. So, you know. Funny title, though.
Yeah.
Can you still watch like anime
Kinda.
Streaming site randomly sometimes?
China is a good show. Very, very pretty polygon pictures. CGI there.
Kind of the Great Snow Sea. Great Snow Sea. Yeah, Snee. Snee! I watched the first episode of that and really liked it, and then I watched the second episode and I was like,
I remember the
show
show
not
being
watched any more of it.
pretty heavily pushed by Crunchyroll. But the movie released and nothing ever happened with it. Like they just never did it. So. Tale of Outcasts. I also don't remember what happened there.
Was that Fire something?
Fire Hunter?
Yeah.
Did that other Monogatari one air this season too? It's
do you mean Heike Monogatari?
Yeah, that one.
I think that was late 22. Or
okay, I thought
no, that was 21 even, actually.
Fire Hunter.
Wasn't it? Because it was either 21 or 22. Yeah, that'll do it. Yep. Yeah. I think this... Well, Cosmic... Yeah. I was gonna say something insulting, but like it's just like some people like other shows than other people. Crazy, right?
Been there.
All right. Well, now you just brought it back to being insulting again. I was trying to be nice.
Giant Beast of Ours. I don't remember the show.
Oh, Giant Beasts of Ours. Okay. I know a thing about this show. Does anybody care? No one cares about spoilers for this, right?
No.
Okay. This show ends on a cliffhanger, and they never made a season 2.
It's awesome.
There's
Yeah,
like
okay.
they beat the bad guy, and everything seems like it's resolved. And then what the fuck happened? There's like a bunch of like airships appear in the sky, and they have like fucking like Ava angel designs, kind of. And then it's like that they smash the credits. Like that's the end of the
Ending
show.
on a cliffhanger and never getting a second season is one thing. I will never get over. It's not going to be brought up here because it was way too long ago. I will never get over the high-rise invasion ending where they're in the middle of a fight scene and then the show cuts off.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Iron Invasion
I mean,
is
at least
awesome.
in that one, you've got the manga. Giant Beasts of Ours isn't based on anything.
It's an original anime.
And you know what they did with Giant Beasts of Ours? They did the thing that like every Netflix show does.
Yeah.
Open ending. Hopefully you get a second season. Oh, we didn't get a second season.
Yeah, and like it's something that used to happen way more in like the 2000s with anime, and I was just very bemused to see it in a show that came out in 2023. Shredney likes that show slightly more than I do. Shout out to Shredney.
Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel was an anime that actually happened that season. No, it's not. It's an original. But that's game adaptation. But it's an original story for the game. Not good. Play the Legend of Hero games.
Josh, I
Like
remember the fact that we watched sequels for this. I remember watching the second season of the Vampires Already Dead, or whatever this one's called, the first episode. I was like, oh my god, why are we watching sequels?
I wonder if Maple watched that Cold Steel anime. It was.
Yeah, Moepon
great.
is just a nice show.
I give it a 9. It was one of my favorite episodes of anime that year.
Yeah, I think I
It
have
was
it like
pretty early on,
like
I think,
like a 6 or a 7.
where there was that one scene where that was just incredibly animated, like Judo. Oh, let's go Neon! Let's go Neon! Go into Technoroid and look at You gotta go into Technoroid and look at the cast list and just look at Neon because God.
They're pretty hot.
I watched this whole show for Neon.
Yo, Neon. I was like, okay. Can I be honest with you? You guys were talking about this, and I was like, I have no memory of this. And then you brought up the picture, and I was like, oh, him. My favorite femboy of that season. Yo, Sword and Sky Precure is actually just fucking fantastic. Just want to get that out of the way. Yeah. Fuck you.
Josh hates man. Josh hates man. Roboco is bad.
The impression I have always gotten is that Roboco is kind of the Family Guy of Shonen Jump.
It is. But Family Guy can also be funny.
You might as well be like, yeah. Yeah. It really only makes sense as like a value add to other stuff, yeah.
I like a value decrease, honestly.
I remember when it was airing, it was like super popular on like the Japanese charts, but
yeah, no, that
it really is just
Yeah.
Japanese Family Guy.
Was summer when we stopped? No, because we watched. Are you sure?
None of Spring happened.
No, because there's only a few things on your list there. Yeah. So it's fall and summer for us.
Summer definitely happened because I watched Call of the Night with you guys. But I watched Call of the Night with you guys.
Maybe summer didn't happen. No, because this Tekken watched Vermeil and Gold like on a YouTube video. So it's I think fall was the first season. You know, it's just the Lucifer and Biscuit Hammer season. All right. Fall. No, that was summer. That was summer. Oh.
Possible.
Mikuma, to answer the
remember.
question
I
you
only
just
watched
asked
Christmas
in your
Royal.
in the text chat, yes, the Lucifer and Biscuit Hammer adaptation completely broke me. I really like the manga of that, and the anime is like genuinely one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life. It was rough.
Hey, the cat guy thing is something I wanted to read the manga for.
And why?
Chainsaw Man. It was like really good.
Good anime. Yeah.
That's not true. I think we said Blue Lock is really funny because this is not how football is played.
Well, the power. I also gave it an 8 out of 10. Yeah, the power anime soccer show isn't how they play soccer. Who would have guessed? No, I think Blue Lock's just a really fun time. I mean, if you like Haikyuu and like Kuroko no Basket, it's just the soccer version of that. Yeah, yeah. Eminence is fantastic. It's really funny. The main character is painted out to be. I think episode 1 is not the best thing to just stop watching after. But the main character being this super edgy kid who just accidentally makes everything come true is incredibly comedic. If you don't know what happens in Eminence Shadow, the main character goes into another world, makes up an entire backstory for himself to sound cool because he meets Delta and is like, or not Delta, Beta. He meets Beta, and he's like, yeah, I'm the super cool guy who runs this organization to fight against this evil other organization that he doesn't know exists. And then it turns out everything he said was completely true. And it's just a fun time. Bochi the Rock.
Bochi the Rock, I could and am writing stuff about Bochi
I think
the Rock.
there could be. I want to see a Jane article just talking about K-On, Bochi, Maigo, Ave.
K-On is not part. K-On is not part of this conversation. I'm sorry,
but it's what started the more rock.
No, Wolfie, that's not how it works. That's not how something works. You can't start a trend like 10 years apart.
Yeah.
It wasn't. Just watch the show.
The thing is, Mikuma, the movies add up to being nearly as long as the show,
Yeah.
and you might as well just watch the show at that point.
It's like, can I watch? It's like, can I watch Madoka via the recap movies? More Than a Married Couple. Tegan has really liked this one recently. I don't know. He did have an opinion that the main girl was really funny in the dub, which is fair because it's a Gyaru being dubbed into English, and they always do that in a really weird way. But my take on the show is that I probably really would have liked it if I didn't watch it with someone who hated it.
That's always an unfortunate situation. Yeah.
Reincarnated the Sword.
I feel bad about this one.
I love you, Fran.
I watched the first episode of this, did not think very highly of it at all, and then literally everyone I know who finished it was like, actually, it's like really good.
It is really good.
You're a fool for judging it on the episode 1, and I was like, okay, well, oops. That's to the best of us.
Who knows? Well, you did watch it, right? You dropped it.
I don't think I watched Licorice Recall on VC with you guys. Josh, I don't think we watched Licorice Recall together.
I think we watched Licorice Recoil separately in VC just because.
I know I didn't watch Like Oreco with you guys because I wrote about it. So.
Because we watched a few things in VC because we watched Arcentoria in VC.
Josh, I think the way it worked is that Tegan was watching things.
It was go to Arcentoria. We watched Arcentoria, and I think no, maybe nothing else. I thought Prima Doll was VC, but I don't think it was.
I don't think Muck VC was established at this point. I think what really happened is that Tegan watched a few shows for YouTube, and then he was like, "You want to watch like stuff together?" And we were like, "Okay, sure." Yeah, Josh, I don't think we never watched Licorice Recall in VC because I have also not watched it at all. I've never seen the first episode.
What I assume is that Tegan was watching stuff, and then he just streamed it in VC for some reason, and that was how it started.
Yeah, that sounds correct.
Uzaki-chan aired in this. Wait, is this a second?
It was season 2. Yeah, double.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's no way the show is this young.
Beast Tamer. Beast Tamer, it was fine. I like the cat girl. Beast Tamer, my biggest memory of it is that I went to an anime con in like 2024, and there was a showcase for something, but they were demoing anime on it, and they chose Beast Tamer of all things to play. And I was like, I feel like there's a really popular anime that you could choose from to like showcase whatever you're trying to share here, and you chose Beast Tamer. But I don't know. The villainess was pretty good. It was like the last villain show I really watched because I was like super. There was so many back to back. I was just like but it was pretty solid. The main character was good. No official English title for this one.
Sometimes they do that. Yo, Shinobi no Itoki. Shinobi no Itoki I watched with another friend group, and it was just like a solid action show. It was a good time. I think I gave it like a 6 or a 7 or something.
I fuck with the girl wearing a mask. I mean,
Yeah, no, she's
face
cool.
mask is just a good character, right?
Relevant information for Josh is that Aoi Yuki has a really good role in this. Yeah.
Yeah. Akiba Maid War.
The Akiba Maid War, I think, is like genuinely one of the
show.
most underrated things that's come out this decade so
I
far.
think it was really good.
Yeah.
The scene where she is singing on stage getting shot at is iconic.
Also, I think, as a fun fact, I think this show is the most recent thing that Aya Hirano has been in that's not like a sequel to something she was previously in. So there's a fun fact for you.
Might be true. Let's see.
It's one of the facts of all time.
Oh, she voiced the panda.
Yeah, she voices... Yeah. I don't know, I just really like this show. It's like, what if something is a comedy and, like, also a mob movie?
Oh, she voices the bitchy mom in Amaku MD.
Aya Hirano does?
Yeah.
Alright, well, I guess I need to get back to that show.
Any Love Flops fans in chat?
Me and Jane and I. So my take on Love Flops is that it's bad, but like the final arc or something really hit me a lot harder than it probably should have, and I upped the score by like 2 points.
I do not agree. I think Love Flops is, if anything...
I think the way you get affected by a show is different per person.
Sure, absolutely. I'm just saying, for me, I was like, this show might be even worse at being like a fucking Denpa sci-fi anime than it was at being a rom-com, which is an impressive hurdle to clear.
There was this arc about like everyone being fake and like living alone in the world, and I was like, shit.
It decides that it wants to be Remember 11 randomly.
Yeah, I also liked the green hair teacher lady, and then she like died first, and I was like, oh
yeah.
Okay.
I just, here's what I will give Love Flops. Okay, if I have to say something nice about it, it is a show with an abundance of ambition. Like it doesn't like do anything good with that, but it has a lot of fucking ideas that it works through over the course of this runtime. Like you can't say that it's made lazily. That said, though, it is also a show that in the first episode, a dog sexually assaults a girl, and it kind of just continues being like that for the vast majority.
Assaults a girl who is a guy who is a girl.
Yeah, no, the whole like Bulgarian femboy thing.
Yeah.
I have never seen an episode of an anime before or since that I thought felt like chaser-y, but that it's just like what if you had a cute girlfriend, but she had a dick?
I remember our theory
like,
was
okay,
she was Russian, and then they removed the Russian part because of events.
That feels like it must be true.
Because she has white hair, and according to Japan, all Russian women have white hair.
We're getting to bestiality. Don't worry about it. I've somehow gotten stronger while I improved my farming skills. I did not.
Negative memory.
Yeah. This one's gone in the memory hole. I don't.
Immoral Guild was just a TV hentai. It was bad, but I mean, if you're there to look at naked cat girls, then
they're like young.
How do you?
Porn in this one.
Do it yourself.
Do it yourself. If Pochi the Rock didn't air this season, it would be my anime of the year.
Yeah. To double check something, yesterday I was like glancing over my Bochi the Rock first impressions, and I actually mentioned that I liked Do It Yourself better. I don't think that's true anymore, but I do still like Do It Yourself a lot. One of the like nicest looking shows in recent memory.
It's really well done. The character designs are incredible.
Yeah, Pine Jam Yeah, no, Pine Jam are like always. Whenever they make a new show,
I shouted Pine
it's
Jam
always
up
good
something
looking.
earlier, and like they just keep cooking. Do It Yourself is my 11th highest. Like, I sorted my anime recently into like my favorites. Do It Yourself ended up in 11th place.
No, I think
It
that's
is
fair. It's a very
so
good show.
close to getting top 10. I think about it very fondly. Arknight's Prelude to Dawn is one of the best gacha game adaptations, and I'm so glad because it deserves it.
Huh.
To be fair, I think
I
it's
have not
compared
seen
to, like,
this.
the comparison is bad, Wolfie, because gacha game adaptations are bad.
Yeah, you do kind of have to be somewhat understanding of what Arknights is about already, but like it looks incredible. The direction's insane. The music's the music is probably the best part about it. But like I don't know, it's a really good adaptation. I think the only gacha game adaptation that I think beats it out is Recon. So Recon, Princess Connect. I guess Fate Grand Order Babylonia was also a gacha game adaptation, which I enjoyed more.
Yeah. I think really you have to look to like if you're talking about like really good gacha game adaptations, you have to go to Well, I would also say the later Uma Musume stuff. If we're
Oh yeah,
talking
Uma Musume. I mean,
yeah.
Uma Musume is less an adaptation. I think it's more a story based around.
Yeah,
the game.
it's weird. I haven't played the game, so I don't know. Probably never will play the game. It's apparently very.
It'll get a Western release eventually.
I literally
Did they announce
yesterday, a random like Uma Musume live stream popped up on my recommended feed on YouTube, and I tuned in, and there were like 4 or 5 different like English speaking people in the chat just spamming like global release now, global when. If you give me global, my life is yours. I don't know.
They announced it recently.
They
did, those guys didn't get the memo.
They announced it like years ago. It just hasn't happened yet. It was like 2 years ago or something. I don't know. Was it? Oh.
So didn't they like on Princess Connect?
What are we looking at? Oh, Raven of the End Palace. I like historical dramas decently. I remember the first episode of this. Sometimes this was the one where she like disguised herself as a brothel maiden or something, right? Maybe I'm just thinking of a different show. But I think about the first episode of it, but I didn't watch anymore.
I watched this with you guys. There was a crow in this one. I liked the crow.
Yo,
I don't know why I didn't watch Play It Cool Guys. But I did not watch Play It Cool Guys.
No memory.
Play It Cool Guys.
No memory.
Classic.
Seen quite a bit of the manga. Bibliophile Princess. I don't remember much about this one. Management of Novice Alchemist. They started airing this show like right after the Atelier Ryza anime got announced. And I was like, oh, what bad timing, because everyone's just super excited about the Atelier Ryza anime.
You say that, but they're still making like mid Alchemist anime.
Yeah,
like
but this one is just Atelier Ryza, but with a different color palette.
Fair.
I enjoyed it. But...
Yeah. Oh, cool. Always love to see that in a. I have zero memory of that, but I believe you.
Why is Peter Grill not on my list? Is Peter Grill? Oh, it's erotica. That's why it's labeled as R18 on Mal. Little Lies You'll Tell. I liked it. It was a good comedy.
Why did we skip a whole row?
Because it was all sequels.
Oh. Don't talk to me about Pop Team Epic.
I never watched it.
Yeah.
Luckily for you, there's a better comedy anime airing aside it. Little Lies We All Tell was like I think the closest thing to good slapstick comedy that we've had in a while at that point. I don't know.
I don't think I knew that
enjoyed
was
it.
what that was, or I probably would have checked it out. Shout out to Teppen whenever that aired, though. I like Teppen.
That was either this season or right before it.
I think Teppen was.
Housing Complex
yeah.
C. Yeah, it was Adult Swim. The
Yeah,
dub's
it was
actually
a
pretty.
Toonami
Dub is actually pretty
exclusive.
good. Yeah. Yeah, so I watched this there. So when I watched it dubbed, there were subtitles. It was like hard coded with subtitles. But I
Closed captioning.
but Housing Complex C I watched recently. It's on my like thread for things I've consumed this year.
My pizza delivery is here, so I'm gonna go take care of that.
I complained earlier about the quality of horror anime in recent years, and this is a good representation of a bad one. I just want good. I just want good horror, but we don't get it. We never get it. Wait, I want Jane to be back for My Master Has No Tail. Yeah. I will. The ASMR head one was not good. What was the other? I will make your ears happy. It was like I will make your ears happy for 30 seconds or something. 180 seconds. Yeah. Um, Legend of Mana wasn't good.
We can just talk about the other ones.
Yeah, we can just skip ahead for now. Legend of Mana. This is so unfortunate. Like, yeah, I remember the tree.
I probably actually remember it.
Once again, I didn't watch this because I wanted to play the game based on it, or it was based on.
Yeah, I remember. This is the one. This show was like a unique brand of ugly.
Eternal Boys. That was like a full. The note did not get picked up by anyone, by the way. It was like it was a full thing. There was a movie and everything, right?
Josh, why did you finish it?
The Human Crazy University. I watched the first episode.
Watch this one. It was like maybe to just peak.
Yeah, maybe it's peak.
And this show you this as a win.
Sometimes we all have to watch a 4 out of 10 male idol anime for no reason. The Human Crazy University. I remember watching the first episode of this. It was interesting, but yeah, it didn't look super good. Vazrock the animation. You did not watch that one. But... Oh, it's a Tsukiyuta spinoff. Okay. That's everything. Romantic Killer aired this season.
We're done, Josh. We're done.
Is
Who cares about My Master Has No Tail? My God.
I really like Master Has No Tail. I want to talk about it with Jane here. But I mean, we've basically gotten through everything then. How did you guys like the experience of watching every seasonal anime?
It's better when there's more people who you can do quips with.
I would have loved to join you guys. I don't take negativity very easily. So.
Although the anime quality.
Yo, My Master Has No Tail.
Okay, so this is the last show to discuss. We went ahead while you were gone, but I was like, we have to wait for Jane for Master Has No Tail.
No, My Master Has No Tail is actually just very.
So I really like Master Has No Tail too. It's there's really good emotional moments in the show.
Mm-hmm.
that have stuck with me for quite a while. There's a scene where they're on the boat or whatever. And
absolutely. I was
it's
going to
stunning.
reference the same scene. Yes.
It is beautiful, and like it comes out of nowhere, and it has stuck with me for so long. But
correct.
like really
Correct
good character drama. I think the growth of the main character, whose name I can't remember right now, is one of like the best stories that were told this season.
Yeah.
Mameda.
Yeah, Mameda. That's right. Yeah.
Her Bunko is a great character as well.
Bunko is the Bunko woman that you are.
right. Like it's a show that like kind of it really under the radar. I mean, it's one of the least popular shows of the season, but it was just really good. It had really good high points, but I think it deserves more love. It's one of those very Japanese-esque, like what's the word? The Japanese culture focused shows.
It's about one of the traditional Japanese performing arts, so it is very like you need to like know a little bit about the topic going in. But that's okay. That's not a problem.
I felt the same way with Otaku Elf, pretty much, where it's like the show would probably have a very big Japanese audience, but it's not super fitting in terms of English audience.
I would actually say My Master Has No Tail is like even more so.
I'm sure.
Because Rakugo is like such a specifically Japanese thing.
There's that other Rakugo anime that I think Tegan likes, and then Akane Banashi is pretty popular.
There's a couple. There's this. There's Akane Banashi. There's like a drama that I'm forgetting the name of, and then there's also that one comedy anime from the mid 2000s that I'm blanking on the name of.
And there's Showa Genroku Rakugo Shinju.
Yeah, that's the drama. I think. Is
it
what
Joshiraku?
Is the fucking Joshiraku? Thank you. Yeah. Which
Joshiraku
is not really about Rakugo, but it's like vaguely Rakugo themed.
Yeah.
I also don't really like Joshiraku that much, but that's another conversation.
There's this one character in Master of the Tale who is learning to play that like instrument that plays during the Rakugo performances.
Yeah.
She gets an entire focus episode, and it's incredible.
Yeah. Anyway, is that all? Is that everything?
That's everything.
Yeah. 2.5 years. Yeah.
I think it makes you dislike the medium.
Yeah. Can I just be very honest with you guys? As somebody who has been here for... Like, I'm going to gloat a little bit, but mostly I just, like... Like, it's very easy to make, like, sweeping statements about the medium. And some of those have a basis in reality, and some of them do not. I think doing this every season for everything that airs is like maybe the definition of insanity. Like y'all are. So I'm glad we're stopping. That's good that we're stopping. I say we. I've only been here for a couple of these.
Yeah. So here's the thing.
What would usually happen is I would be here and you guys would have the show on, and it would be kind of like maybe like 20% watching the show and 80% just like riffing on it, like we're Mystery Science Theater, which is not. I don't know. I think it's just a bad way to.
Good season, Josh.
Yeah, I think it's just a bad way to interact with art. Yo, Girls Band Cry mentioned.
Yeah. So here's the thing. For anyone watching this who has made it this far, you probably picked this up by now. But hi, I'm Wolfie. I watch all the anime to completion instead of just the first episode. I actually like anime. I don't think anyone else here does.
Yeah, crazy. Hey, I will not take that slander, okay? What happens with me is that I like anime within like a specific, like a couple specific types, and I fucking anytime I try to, go outside of that, I will like keep in mind that
I
I'm
absolutely
outside
respect
my
it. Yeah.
yeah. I'm not one of these people. Even I make jokes, but I'm not one of these people who's like, "Ooh, all isekai are actually automatically dog shit." Like, I don't do like that.
People who only watch anime, where after the second episode, it's like a 7 out of 10 in their mind or an 8 out of 10. That's fair. I fully. You have a limited amount of time to watch stuff. Fair enough. I don't know. I've confused a lot of people with how I watch anime because I watch so much shit. How do you filter things you've completed? There you go. What like in spring 2023, I watched 36 anime. Summer 23, 31 in fall. But I can enjoy things very easily, whether they're bad, good, or whatever. I don't like boring anime. That's my biggest thing.
Very valid. Like, the one thing I will say is that I feel like most things have something to appreciate about
merit.
them. Yeah, like you just have to go in with an open mind and be willing to look for it. It depends on the person, obviously.
Yeah,
but
I wouldn't praise myself in this way, but I think I'm good at just
I think it's
looking at the positives rather than the negatives when it comes to
think
anime.
it is absolutely like worth bragging about a little bit. Like,
Josh, are you still recording?
Yeah, so like I confuse people a lot when they're like, "Why are you watching so much stuff?" And it's like, I don't know. I like it. I like the stuff I'm watching.
Yeah.
Even if I rate it a 3 or 4 out of 10 at the end, I still enjoyed what I watched.
I get this sometimes too because I've had a couple people, not many, but a couple people like express incredulity that I'm going back and watching the older Bang Dream stuff, and I'm like, I'm having fun with it. Like, what is the problem?
Yeah. Like, yeah, like there are some seasons where I don't watch as much just because I'm purposely limiting myself for other reasons.
Yeah.
But it's not because I don't like what's airing. I don't know. I like anime for what it is. I like to see what stories are being told and how they get told. And I think that's what I look for most in the genre or in the medium.
I hate to kind of bail out of this postscript when I'm the person who started it. However, my food has arrived and I'm very hungry.
I do not blame you.
So I'm going to eat now. Anyway. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
I think in the majority of people, if you watch every anime that airs every season, you are going to dislike the medium more than most people, which is just kind of bound to happen because you are purposely overstimulating yourself with content that you do not enjoy. So even the things you do enjoy feel less good. Yeah. Mhm. I think everything has a story to be told. Like I think, yeah. Yeah. Uh, I think that TLDR is, um, I think the TLDR of what we've learned here is that obviously not every anime is going to be for you, but I think with the medium as it is now, you can't call it bad because there is something out there for everyone. You just have to watch the things you actually like. Because, like, I think, good job. Oh, okay, okay, yeah. I yeah. Yeah, I think there is something out there for everyone. I've always said this. People who hate on the medium of anime just because it's anime. Or that's usually been my response to them. Where it's like, obviously, not everything that gets put out from Japan is going to be made for you specifically. That is the biggest argument anyone uses ever. Um, but if you sit down, turn something on that seems interesting to you, it's pretty likely that you're going to enjoy what you watch, and I think that's the important part. I don't think it has to be the best thing you've ever watched. I don't think it has to be life changing or anything. I just think as long as you enjoy how you spent your time, that's what's important. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, you have to realize like they're obviously because of the way I watch shows. Like in this call, I am singled out on many different areas. Like my thoughts My yeah, my thoughts on Free Run, my thoughts on Konosuba, they're all the complete opposite of most of the people here. But while but it's Josh things that you hate. I don't know. What was I gonna say? Basically, I think liking something that other people think is bad is not a bad thing. I think disliking something that other people like is not a bad thing either, because everyone has their own tastes. Um, and you have to find what you like, what tickles your fancy. Because now you can, I guess. Yeah, like yeah, I mentioned it a few times in this recording already. I am not good with negativity towards things I enjoy. I will purposely leave calls if people are talking about a show I like in a bad way, just because I don't like hearing about it. I'm okay if you don't like the things I like. I just don't like to listen to people say things like that. Um, yeah, so like obviously maybe it's somewhat bad mannered of me to be like, yeah, sometimes you just don't like things, so that's fine when I'm purposely avoiding the negativity. But you know, no, I think it's where it's always been, if not better. Every year we get better and better anime that are you have to look for. Yeah, like and yeah, the medium, just like everything else, is getting better over time as we learn the new things to do. Like Yeah. Bando, Gooner shit. Um, but yeah, the medium is actively getting better, not worse. There's maybe more stuff. There's more getting animated nowadays, but you yeah, but yeah, like if I ask someone for their favorite anime within like the period of 2010 through 2020 versus the period of 2020 through 2025, I think I'd get a lot more different responses now than then. Sequels or seasonals? That's the best way to do it, I think. That you should watch the things you like. Yeah, look, even look, that's why I watch everything. That I watch everything because I want to find those hidden gems, but even I do not watch everything. If something looks off-putting to me or something I'm just not interested in, I'm not going to turn the first episode on. Um, it's not very often I do this. There's maybe 5 to 10 anime total each season, but I'm not gonna sit through something that I know I'm not gonna enjoy. So yeah, don't like Marvin Isekai, watch Macross or something.
What
Yeah, like maybe if the title has In Another World, you shouldn't watch it.
what if it's pretty good, Josh? But what if it's really good? But what if it's really good? But what if it's really good?
like, will I watch the new Anne Shirley adaptation? Maybe not, but it exists.
What if it's really
I think. Okay, wait. I do need to say this. I've been saying watch what you like, watch what you think you'll like. And that's important. Also, please step out of your comfort zone sometimes. The amount of people who only watch like one genre of anime and shit on every other genre because it's another genre of anime annoy me. But mostly, I just feel like if something is offered to you to watch because someone thinks you'll like it, maybe you give it a shot. You know, like you don't have to watch a lot of it, but if you get told to watch My Go and you're like, no, maybe that's on you. Yeah. In that regard, um, final thoughts. Everyone should watch Mono next season. There is another Girls Rock anime coming next season. Right? My anime of the season will be Cinderella Grey, and I'll be happy.
I remember pretty much interrogation. I think most of the time it was just. I feel like most of the time it was just, "Hey Josh, why are you pre-watching things?" And then I was just watching the episode mostly silently, and then the episode ends.
I'm so glad you guys are stopping this, so that I don't have to hear you ranting about about Takamine-san when that airs. Thank God.
I feel like once again the problem with negativity.
You
in Manga
should, but
negativity is actually bigger than negativity in my court sometimes. Like people will like literally not say anything about the show, and people will be like, "Well, I mean, you didn't say this show is amazing, so it really is the same thing as saying the show sucks."
no, the biggest thing is that Takamine is gonna air. If you watched it in DC, it would be Bando calling it gooner shit the whole time.
Actually, this is a
And,
problem.
like,
Like, people will literally just like make up shit, and this is like actually more.
I'm not making up shit.
Well, see, well, that's the problem, right?
This
You're
is something you would
complaining about how,
do.
why would leave VC if people are like not if people are saying mean things about the show, and then like everything becomes this like fantasy that you make up in your own head. Like I
I
don't
think
want to
that
listen to the show
Bando,
because
go watch the
it's like,
after this. Go watch the trailer for Takamine-san and tell me what you think.
hey, you still don't know anything. Just be you see, I think it would be fair if there was like a reaction to someone doing something, but I would think it's really unfair to like just hey, this person would make like this criticism. It would be super invalid.
I believe in my beliefs. Anyway, good video. I think we've gotten the moral of the story wrapped up here.
The moral of the story is anime is something. Anime is a medium.
It is a medium.